Submania. Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably heard nothing but submarine talk this holiday season. Ever since I posted the video last week, I've been getting nothing but questions from coworkers, friends, people on the street asking me about the sub. They're excited, they're curious, it's natural. So if it's all right with you, I'm just going to jump to some of these questions and try and get everything cleared up. Did you ever think about playing Yellow Submarines by the Beatles in the background of your video? No, I did not. I personally think that the Beatles suck. I think Yellow Submarine may be one of their worst songs. I'm not saying that they didn't have a few decent hits, but they're one of the most overrated entities, probably conservatively, in the last 500 years. So, no, that was never under consideration. Where are you going to dock the submarine? I'm getting this more than probably any other question. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand the concept of a submarine, but you don't have to like bring it in and tie it down like you do a boat. If you want the submarine to just go away for a while, you just submerge it. Yeah, somebody's got to be on it, otherwise you got to get a bunch of divers and stuff, and it's complicated. But we're not going to need to ever dock the submarine. I guess maybe if something on it breaks, we'll need to fix it if we can't fix it ourselves on the sub. I'm thinking something outside the submarine, like a propeller or something. Like if the refrigerator breaks or something, we'll probably bring out a refrigerator, put it on the sub, and then jettison the old refrigerator out of the torpedo tube or something, because we're probably not going to have armaments. So we're not really going to need a dock, but if we do, I'm sure there's places like a garage. You don't worry about where you're going to park your car when it's down for repairs. You just take it to the garage and they worry about parking it. Same concept. Will the holidays be celebrated on the submarine? I can understand you guys' concern about this one because it is that time of the year and everything, and you probably want to know if your particular religion is going to be celebrated on the submarine. We're probably not going to be able to accommodate all religions, but Hanukkah and Christmas will be celebrated on the submarine. If I could refer to my PowerPoint's presentation. What I was thinking, and this is reversible, it doesn't have to be either way or the other, is we could put a menorah up here on one of these tables, and something big, or maybe it'll be too big for a table and it can just stand on the floor, and we can have a Christmas tree here. I don't know if we're going to go with an artificial tree or a natural tree. I think that taking a living tree out over salt water and stuff might do something to it, and the needles might shed and get all over our instruments and stuff. So, and of course, like I said, we can put the menorah on the upper deck or the lower deck, and the Christmas tree on the upper deck or the lower deck, or vice versa. So we're even going to probably, for the actual events, bring in a rabbi and maybe I don't know, non-denominational Christian minister or something. And if people want to get married, we could do that. But we're not going to keep them on the sub because there's going to be a lot going on that we don't want God thrown in our face every couple of minutes, if you know what I'm saying. So it'd be kind of counterproductive to the reason that we have a submarine. Okay. How are we going to get out to the submarine? Okay, that's a pretty basic thing that you might want to know because you're going to be wanting to visit your loved ones on land occasionally, and you're going to want to be able to get back out to the submarine. I'm thinking that we're going to get like a Zodiac to like shuttle people back and forth. A friend of mine's a helicopter pilot, and he might be able to fly people back, and we could do a whole like Hunt for Red October thing where we drop the people from the helicopter onto the deck. I'm pretty sure he's rated for that. Okay, this is one of my favorite parts because I did some research for this one. Will the crew wear uniforms? If so, what will they wear? I'm thinking yes for the crew and possibly for the passengers too, because once you guys see these babies, you're gonna want to get in on the action. Maybe the crews will just have like a special label or patch or something so we can tell them apart. Okay, I pulled this up off the internet. As you can see, there's a man and a woman's model. The men's model seems to be featuring this little Honda emblem for whatever reason on this mock belt, and it's extremely snug around the crotch, but it looks like flexible material, so I don't think we're going to have a big concern there. Um, the women's version, I'd like it to be a little more form fitting, a little tighter, snugger around the lines. Hoods probably going to be optional. I'm probably not going to require the crew to wear hoods unless one of them can explain to me a reason why they have to. So hood up, hood down, and everything. So you guys take a look at those again, and then we'll put that away. How are we going to get to the boat that takes us out to the submarine? Oh, I get you. Okay, you want to know, you don't want to park your personal cars down by the water where they can get broken into or whatever. So we have looked into purchasing a vehicle to shuttle people out. This is what we have. It's a 1991 van. I believe it's a. I have no idea. I'm not so good with the car thing. Anyway, it's. I did note the year. I know what you guys are probably saying is that everything else seems so nice with the uniforms and the new submarine. Why are we skipping on the van? Keep in mind, the vans never break down, and it's really just going to be something to like take us from our house out to the water and stuff like that. I mean, we're going to be picking people up. You're going to be in the van for 15, 20 minutes max, and everything. And it's good transportation, good storage. Why are you wearing a jacket this week? Well, that's pretty clairvoyant. I don't know. It's cold outside most of the country, and I figured I would put a jacket on to put everyone in the mind of winter and stuff. And it's, I don't know, more festive or something. Did you have to pop the collar like a jackass? Okay. Next week, we're probably going to be talking a little bit less about submarines. I'm hoping this cleared everything up for everybody. Stay tuned. I'm not saying that we're definitely not going to be talking about submarines because it is the big thing on everybody's mind. But I talk to you guys. I'm getting excited. I think this is going to happen. All right. I'm already starting to get pledges in Sri Lankan rupees for this. But as the momentum builds, I think the more likely it is that we're actually going to be in the submarine probably by Valentine's Day.